All right, so I got no idea about anything to talk about. I literally my last video I recapped and reviewed my last videos because I had no content. But I got an idea. I want to talk about True Life. Now, first of all, I've actually been listening to some of his tracks. Okay, and I'll get into that. But I'll tell you what it isn't. It isn't Yan Yet. He's got a song called Yan Yet. It's all about money. All this shit is about money. His new shit. He's got Future. He's got Ti. He's got all these names on these latest songs. And to be very honest, I cannot listen to any of them. I tried listening for about 10 seconds. It was done, man. I watched the other music videos to see the music videos, and that was it. And I'm not into any of this and any of that shit. But I want to. So some of his old shit, I've been listening to it like every day. You know what I mean? On the daily, I've been listening to some of his old shit. What I can say is that, when I think about myself now, and the type of guy that I am now, and the fact that I don't have these New York vibes anymore, I don't feel like I'm in, I don't feel like I might be, location wise close to New York, but I don't feel like I'm in New York, right? To be very honest, I feel like I'm in like somewhere that's like really almost like native to me, like my homeland. I'm probably around somewhere where I can call a homeland. You know what I mean? Cause Buffalo and New York State definitely wasn't my homeland, but I got a lot of vibes from there, a lot of the Latino vibes, and I did travel to Colombia and all that, and I got old Latin vibes too, man. I visited some very old places there, and it was really like it was just was very amazing because I got like they had this old conquistador stuff and all this old Latin history and everything in Colombia. They had some of that stuff in Havana and all that. Dominican was an experience. And that's all cool. Why am I even oh yeah, but I feel like, at this point I'm somewhere else. But to reflect back on my New York vibe days, I was kind of thinking about this a little bit. I'm like, man, let me think about this for a second, because if I was like me being who I am today, like looking like at myself, growing my hair out, showing the color of my hair, growing my hair out, showing the color of my hair, my facial features are more matured now and are more genuine and more like what I am, so because of that, when I really think about who I am and think about the days when I was listening to Mobb Deep and all that stuff, I think about it and I go, True Life. Because I go, dude, would I really like be able to relate with Mobb Deep, with Tupac? No. By the way, True Life did a song with Outlawz, who were affiliated with Tupac. And Tupac pretty much really made them a bit famous, and True Life did do a song with them back in the days. All right, so thinking like from sometimes your recent perspective is the best, and having done New York and things like that, you kind of, when you look back, you get a fresh perspective on it, something to talk about. What you're living or what you were recently living sometimes doesn't really bring out content or anything to talk about. But that old New York vibe, the fact that I'm out of it for years and years, I feel good talking about it, just to reflect on it from a current perspective, kind of looking back and whatnot. So I'll tell you, if I was ever into New York rap, right? And by the way, I was heavy into Mobb Deep. By the way, has released so many underground mixtapes. They got so much material of rap. You know what I mean? They got music videos, they got everything. And I really when I got deep into the Mobb Deep was pretty much after I robbed the bank and when I had the New York vibe, I really got deep into Mobb Deep. I really got listening to it and everything. And when I think about it, I go, dude, the only reason, and I knew about True Life from way back. I watched that video way back. To be very honest, I didn't really play into it because I had never heard, and this is the reason, this is one of the things I wanted to say. I don't believe that True Life is a real artist. I don't think, no, he has some good tracks, but I don't think he's a genuine artist. You know what I mean? He's not a genuine rapper like these other guys. He just hasn't released enough content, and he wasn't that deep in the game. The game for True Life was something to use. It wasn't even about making money. It was something to use. The game for True Life was something to use. He already had money. He already had his crew and people and his peoples with him. He didn't need any of that. And why would he choose rap music? Because it would give him a little bit of fame. You know what I mean? The rap game would kind of And by the way, in that True Life Beef video, they have an ending section when he's older and he goes back to and he's watching the video while he's older and they got the camera on him and he's saying like, you know, that was very immature. I shouldn't have done that. I was much younger at that time. I got a serious adult life now. I'm an adult and I wouldn't do that shit. I wouldn't perpetrate it. But I'm, you know, but that's it. You know, he kind of, that's how he reflected on it. So, you know, I don't think it was for clout at all. You know, if you really want to know what I think, if I was to give you my personal opinion, I think that Prodigy or Havoc or both, and maybe even possibly someone else in the Mobb Deep crew, somebody must have said that True Life is not that talented. That's what I believe. I believe somebody probably said, dude, he's not marketable and he's not talented and he's not good. And that might have been why he spit that same verse on another track and kept him from publishing it. And probably why he was ignoring him, because he was like, you know, we don't want to fuck with this guy. You know, and then he did that shit and they acknowledged it and all that stuff. So that's one thing. But yeah, that's what I wanted to get out. That's what I believe. I also, you know, I gotta tell you, like, I found more of his tracks and they're just about wilding out. And I like that. That's not me. I don't wild out 24/7. You know what I mean? I might be genuine 24/7, but that doesn't mean I wild out all the time. I have chill out days too, and sometimes I'm very chill. You know, I'm not always in wild out mode. You know what I mean? But I like this shit. You know, it really gets going. It's hardcore rap and stuff. Now I'll tell you another thing about me is that I'm not like one of the things, you know, in the recent times, I would say in Dubai vibes. You know, so here's the thing. I actually got something to say about Dubai that's interesting. When it comes to Dubai vibes, you know, you got so many rich and influential people living in Dubai that are not from Dubai. Like 98% of Dubai is not even a local. You know what I mean? You got people coming from all over and they're constantly putting on shows. Like they try to get Marshmello. I think they got Marshmello this year. Earlier this year, they get Marshmello. They get rappers. They get anybody they can. They get the best boxers, the MMA guys. They try to, you know, and they do it to keep their city afloat, you know, because they want to be the buzz of the world. You know, they want to buzz in the world and they want to be known for that. So kind of when you get onto that Dubai vibe, and really, I think, you know, you kind of understand rich kids too. You know, if you really want to understand rich kids, you know, Dubai is a good place to do that. But yeah, but that gave me a different perspective, you know, like from that Dubai thing. And I'll tell you that even forget rap, even like music. You know what I mean? And by the way, you can develop yourself anywhere. You can go to hell and come out stronger or better or more knowledgeable even. But the point is that what I'm trying to get to is that so music for me in general doesn't have to be, you know, marketable. I'm not listening to it to tell the next guy that this is something you'll like too and you know about. You know what I mean? I don't really care about that. I kind of listen to music. And I listen to music because like I want to listen to something good artistically and it should feel good, it should be good. And I'll give True Life a check mark for his old stuff. I have not listened to any of his new stuff that he put out. I think it was like 3 years ago or something, I don't know. Whatever new stuff he put out, I'm not into any of that. But those classic tracks I like. I think they're cool. I like how they're about wilding out. I'm not saying that I never wild out, but wilding out is not like, you know, my regular state. But again, I like those tracks. And yeah, again, for myself, like I have listened to music and tracks that nobody's ever heard of, and I kind of like that. You know, I find real guys who live real life rapping. And it might not be with the best beats or the best lyrics, they might put out shit that is really good. But regardless of that, you know, something for a person of myself, like myself, to relate to, and that feels good. And True Life is some underground stuff. I'll be honest with you, I rarely listen to Mobb Deep anymore. I don't listen to, what would I listen to in rap? I don't listen to any rap at all. Not Mobb Deep, not Tupac, not Biggie, nothing from Bad Boy, nothing from New York, not Nas, not Cypress Hill, Not no one from Death Row. I don't listen to any rap anymore. I stopped listening to all rap. I really don't give a shit about rap music. But to me, True Life is that boundary. You know, he's like the furthest out. You know what I mean? He got signed by Jay-Z for Rockefeller Records at one point. And he released an album for that. You know what I mean? But why am I pointing that out? Because, you know, that's really official. Like, he did an album with Jay-Z. That's what I'm talking about that. Now his other stuff, so he had gotten guys on tracks, and he had been hanging out with guys. You know, there were videos where, you know, he was with Snoop Dogg, or he was with whatever, you know what I mean? I think he liked doing that, and I think he liked trying to get in the rap game. But for him, it was just something to use, you know? He's living in New York. Why not use the rap game, you know, from a young age to be cooler, to whatever, you know what I mean? Do I have anything else that I wanted to say about that, about True Life? And no, I like that Wild 'N Out shit, you know? Sometimes you're feeling it, you know what I mean? There's just, you know, there's just a lot of shit that just so corny, you know what I mean, and all this shit out there that gets really corny, and that's not what we really want to be about. I support a lot of Latin stuff, man. I support it. I like it. I relate to it. And at the same time, I do appreciate rap music. It's just I don't listen to it anymore. You know, because I listen to it a lot, and you know, it's time to listen to something else, and maybe down the road I won't even be listening to modern music. I might even just start listening to like oldies from the 70s and 80s. You know what I mean? I might just like a few years from now, I'll probably be bumping 70s and 80s music and 70s and 80s hits. Okay, so yeah, that's all I gotta say. You know, there's nothing else to say. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying you should never, you know, that's just my personal thing. I don't want to wall out 24/7. You know what I mean? But sometimes walling out is just something that happens, and people feel it. And that's a lot of what music is about. You know, different tracks, different times, and whatnot. But I've been listening to that True Life shit, some of his old shit. Should I give a name out? Yeah. Okay, so let me think. He's got a song called Wildin' Out. He's got a song called Live This, and I like Live This. He's got a song called Never Been Through It. And I like that old shit, you know. And that's the thing about music, especially about rap. You know, if you die one day, or if you just turn into a totally different person, like you just whatever, you know what I mean? People still have your old stuff there. You know, they can still listen to your old stuff. You know what I mean? What else can I say? Really, man, that's it, man. That's really it. I got nothing else to say. I don't know. He's got some stupid songs too. He's got some really sentimental, stupid stuff where he's just spitting dumb shit, and I don't like that stuff. It's very, very prissy and stuff. But the Wallet Out Dogs are good. And yeah, that's it. I got nothing else to say. Like I said, these days, you know, for the past couple of days, I haven't really been even that active, and I mean, I guess I'm just chilling out because I don't have a lot of like my blood flowing and my mind thinking and getting pumped up and things like that. And I think people don't like that kind of thing all the time. I think a lot of people, they can only stand so much, you know. And I'm not talking about music, like I'm just saying in general, like, you know, people can't take like somebody who's always, you know what I mean, getting hyped up and things like that. And I do understand that. And sometimes it's times to just get chilled out a lot, and sometimes people just chill out too much, and they're like, okay, bring that shit back. So anyways, I'm done with this, and that's it. All right, 14:38.